All right, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good to see you again.
See you too.
Let's meet you officially, know your name and who you are in the Ohuhu community.
Thank you. My name is High Chief Raymond Onyechi Ofoegbu. I'm a nurse practitioner that based in the United States, but a local village politician, a supposed philanthropist in our own land, who has a title of the gift of our own land, Onyo. And I'm here to say Happy New Year and may God bless us in the new year. Thank you.
All right, sir, you are a politician, so to say.
Yes.
Yesterday, the Supreme Court had their ruling over the prolonged, appeal made by your party, People's Democratic Party, and the APC, challenging the victory of Governor Alex Otti. Yesterday, history was made. The verdict was in favor of Governor Alex Otti. What's your stand or what's your take on this, sir?
We thank the Supreme Court for a well-deserving judgment to the governor. Though it's against our political lineup or associates, but I think the greater masses of Abia has spoken. They say the will of the people is will of God, and I think this is the will of the people of Abia. I congratulate the governor, Dr. Alex Otti, on his victory at the Supreme Court. And I want to state this categorically that it's a reward for hard work. It's a lesson for the parties that lost to learn as individual, as a group of persons. There is no shortcut, there's no compromise to what hard work can put on the table of the people. The people actually couldn't place their hand for a reason to vote the party PDP or APC in the state. Therefore, they stood their ground to accept the beautiful bride, the Labour Party, through Mr. P2B's intervention, and Alex Otti has become. So I congratulate him and I congratulate Abians. I am for the good. So this is wonderful. We love the news.
Right, sir, do you think Abia will actually be repositioned under Governor Alex Otti?
I am not permanently resident here, but within the short couple of months I left for the state, and now that I'm back here, there's a lot of reasons to believe that we are at the right track. There's a lot of reasons to believe that this might be a prayer answered for Abians. You know, I was able to, I met Alex Otti one or two times during the electioneering campaign. I secretly gave my support because I love being associated with Moving Trend for what he has done in this short while, not minding the litigations going on. He has done fantastically well. Taken from Express Tower to Opera, what's it called, Opera Square in Numahia. It's taking a new shape. The expansion, the job that have been done there, I think that's one of the things we expected from our governor. We're not expecting the governor to feed us. We're not expecting the governor to come, do the little ones we are be able to contribute to our communities. But the major project like roads, housing, the secretariat, the beautifying our community, I think he has done well. Putting hope alive, I think he will do more. Let's trust him. Let's come together. Now that everything is over, every litigation is gone, we need to put everything aside and support this man who has been doing this good job in our state, because that's what every well-meaning politician prayed for. That is what you aspire to do, to make the state better, to contribute to the state. Yes, we have somebody at the helm of affairs who is doing well. If you do not detest the progress of Abians, then you have to come support him. Like I'm giving my support right away. I congratulate him and I give my 100% now and in the future election. Thank you.
All right, sir. No doubt, infrastructurally, the governor is putting them, his hands to work. What actually would you want him to do, especially on the area of grassroots development? Taking your community, Ofeme, as an example, sir.
I mean, it's a very good question for me because whatever I'm doing of FEMA is first for me. From my home here, we are established people. The Dr. M.I. Okpara already established us here. I want, if we have a listening government, I appeal, one, the road that M.I. Okpara established is called Okpara Road. It cut across every communities in Ohoho, including Ofeme, down to the Olona North Farm Settlement and the South, as the case may be. The government need to step into that project. It's a wonderful project. I don't know if any true meaning aid of the governor has showed him the real master plan of those farm settlement, the agro-allied industry that established by Dr. M.I. Okpara. More especially that in Ofeme, the Olona North Farm Settlement. If government can, do a little investment in that establishment, I'm very sure we can have 500 Abians employed in that establishment. So the road at least is Okpara Road to Olona North Farm Settlement and South. If the government of Dr. Otti can step in real fast, revive that place, it will be a source of revenue to the state. Massive source of revenue, I'm sure. It will be a source of income. Employment opportunity for our people. I know it can employ annually more than 5,000 individuals. So why won't our state think of an internal generated revenue angle instead of basing and hoping on the federal allocation monthly? So the Olona North Farm Settlement and Olona South Farm Settlement is a challenge for the government to revive that. Once revived, the result is immediate. Thank you.
All right, sir. Talking about generating internal revenue, apart from the Ulon North and South farm settlement that you're agitating for the government to look into, do you have other projects that are being moribund in the state that you want the state government to also take a quick look at?
Yes. I think one of the neglected part of our economy is the tourism center. I've been around the world and I see that tourism is one of the best source of income generating for the government. We have a lot of sightseeing in Arochukwu. Even here in my community, we have rich cultural heritage like what we are practicing today. If government can invest in culture and tourism as well, one, it will develop individuals who participate. It will develop the communities that is carrying out those activities. And I think foreign investment can quickly come in when there is a good cultural and tourism centers. I can say for sure our education is also kind of neglected. I take for instance the 8 secondary schools in where I come from, which I have toured around and invested a little in the time past and still hope to invest more. I think the government can as well invest in our schools. They need to invest in our schools. There's also a revenue to be generated from the educational institutions. Our waterways, we have like the Imo River connecting some communities, we have some Eme River connecting some communities in more especially Feme. I know if those rivers around is like being dredged and wider, there could be a source of harvesting of sand and all the minerals from the sea. Also, I had a story about a community here that I think the government need to visit a deeper part of the Olona North, where there seems to be a natural deposit there like a crude oil. I foresee a day when the government will pick interest in looking inwardly instead of looking like all the federal location that everybody is capitalizing on debt and stuff. I think the government can expand in transportation as well. The transport system in the state, I don't think is so wonderful. The BRT in Lagos assist the people and also generate revenue, and it's also a source of employment. So I call on maybe the mayor of Umuahia North, who is trying to dislodge the illegal motor parks. They should look into establishing a bigger motor parks that can take the BRTs like in Lagos. That way, there will be employment opportunity, there will be an internal generated revenue, and the masses will benefit as well. Thank you.
All right, sir. Back to the Supreme Court ruling of yesterday. Now, Governor Alex Otti would say he is the governor of Abia State. As a political stakeholder, what would you want him to actually look out for in terms of development of Abia?
Today is the governor confirmed for the next 4 years, and I think Abians will want to vote him again in 2027. So the ball is now in his court. One, he needs to build men of integrity in Abia State. The structures in Abia State, I think, is falling. All structures have been collapsed as of today. So he needs to build structures of real men of integrity, because human capacity development is number one. And secondly, he needs to, like I've said earlier, infrastructural development that will usher in a good tourism in our state. He should also look at the downtrodden. He shouldn't be the governor of the rich. It should be a government of the rich, not just infrastructure, but the stomach infrastructure. Taking care of the public servant and the civil servant, I think, is one of his top priority. Pensioners need to get a good attention. I also see agriculture being expanded. The governor has to remember that the masses, the power belongs to the masses. If you build the road, if you build the water, if you build electricity, we should also need to eat, because food, the so-called stomach infrastructure, I think, is top one priority of our people now. The cashless or whatever economy that they are trying to put us into unprepared is a problem that state governors need to work on palliatives that will assist us, assist the people, so that we don't die before they take us to the promised land. Thank you.
All right, now what should we be expecting from you? 2027, a new dispensation has started. The next will be in 2027. Should we also look out for you come this next 4 years?
Sure, no retreat, no surrender. We are already available for community service. I think it's our calling. And the people want us. We saw the reaction where the supposed so-called PDP played their pranks on themselves, and they saw the immediate reaction of our people. So believing in our people, we are gearing up, we're putting our house together. We are trying to correct our errors and our loopholes. There is massive demand that we leave PDP. There is massive outcry, call for Onyinyo to leave PDP. So I wouldn't want to keep about 8,000 believers, voters, registered voters for my sake in our own land. I wouldn't want to keep them in dark, or keep them uninformed, or keep them backward without doing the needful. We are doing what our supporters want and need. What is that? Sure, we are leaving PDP because they never welcomed us. So our next move politically, before 2025-26, we made it public to the people. But for now, we stand to disassociate ourselves from failure. We stand to disassociate ourselves from irregularities. We stand to disassociate ourselves from any form of failure and cheating, which is what PDP is known for. We always want to collaborate with individuals of goodwill, those who put our people first. Because regardless of how you look at it, the power belongs to the people. So we must put our people first. I am challenging those that have been elected into offices. If you like, go and disappoint yourselves. If you like, go and impress yourself that the people who call you will be worthy of associating with you. The 2023 3 exercise. Well, it's an eye-opener for politicians. If you like, you learn. If you like, put your shoulders up, neglect our people. We are waiting for you in 2027. Thank you.
All right, sir, you just disassociated yourself from your party. Are you in any way telling us you're leaving the PDP?
Leaving PDP, I think is paramount. I think it's very, very necessary because one, they never accepted us as theirs. That's why they treated us the way they did. Two, nobody with a bright future wants to stay with those who refuse to accept the reality of today. They have refused to accept the reality. They refused to accept it when we presented it to them, when we supported them, when we gave them an atmosphere, environment for them to sell and remain in power in some places. They believed in mediocrity. They believe in falsehood. They believe in deception. We don't believe in that. I regret to have associated myself with them in the first place.
All right, sir, what will be your parting words to your people, most especially your supporters, and also to Abians at large?
To my supporters, I thank you for being steadfast. I thank you for your support and love, your prayers. I thank you for your advices and encouragement. I thank you for that which you saw in us. I encourage you to be patient with us. I encourage you, I appeal to you to be patient with us and forgive us for the time we refuse to accept your own decision over us. Now to Abians, be patient with the government. They just came, they just got their over with litigation. The Supreme Court just decided yesterday the government is authenticated just within the last 24 hours. So we are looking forward in the next 2 years of Dr. Otti's administration for a new Abia. I pray that God will keep us all to meet or to move into the promised land. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.